coleopetrals. Now our next topic is insectivorous plants. So what about insectivorous plants? You may see this diagram. You may see this structure. This structure is a pitcher-like structure. And this pitcher is not a normal pitcher. It is a modification of a leaf. So we will now study about, and you may observe an insect inside it and some fluid inside it. So our next topic is insectivorous plants. So now we will study in details about one of the insectivorous plants, that is Nepenthes or pitcher plant. So what is the literal meaning of insectivorous plants? As you already know about carnivorous. You have already learned this term, carnivorous. What is the meaning of carni? Carni means meat and vorous means eating. So we have already learned in class 6 about herbivorous, carnivorous and omnivorous organisms. Carnivorous organisms are those organisms which eat meat and depend upon different organisms for their nutrition. So insectivorous plants are a kind of carnivorous plants, and what is their food? Their food, insect. It is coming from insect, and the vorous means eating. So what are insectivorous plants and why do they need to eat insects? Why should a plant eat insects? Okay. And the most interesting thing about insectivorous plants is that they do not lack chlorophyll. Their leaves are as green as any another autotrophic plant. So if they have chlorophyll, we may say that they are autotrophic, right? But if they derive nutrition from insects, we may say that they are heterotrophic also. So under what category would we put? And what is the need of eating insects? So now we will go into details of that. So if you see an insectivorous plant, that is Nepenthes plant. This is the leaf of a Nepenthes plant. And actually what happens? The leaf of a Nepenthes plant is modified in the form of a pitcher. You can see it is a modification of a leaf. It is modified in the form of a pitcher, and this is a pitcher, it is the lid, and there are hair inside it. Inside the pitcher there is a digestive juice. This is a digestive juice. And there are so if we see the structure of an insectivorous plant, this is the leaf of a pitcher plant, and the leaf is modified in the form of a pitcher. The structure is like a pitcher. So what happens when an insect sits on the rim of this pitcher? When an insect sits on the rim of this pitcher, what happens? It sleeps down. And when it sleeps down, when it sleeps down, what happens? The lid closes. So how does a lid is formed? The lid is formed from the apex of the leaf. From the apex of the leaf, the lid is formed. When an insect sits here, what happens? It slips down the pitcher. And even when it wants to come out, there are certain hair inside it which are directed downwards. You can see the downward projecting here. These hair prevent the insect from coming out. And what happens to the insect inside? The insect is digested with the help of digestive juices. And the nutrients which are present inside the body of the insect is absorbed. So what causes the need of a plant to digest insect? Actually, these kind of plants are not growing in our normal soil which are rich in nitrogen and phosphorus. You know, plants cannot take nitrogen from the atmosphere. They can take nitrogen only from the soil. But what would happen to the plants if they are growing in a soil which is poor in nitrogen? So these plants, these insectivorous plants, there are some other examples also. These insectivorous plants are growing in a soil which is poor in nutrients, which is poor in nitrogen. So to fulfill the needs of nitrogen, they need to digest, they need to hunt on insects. And that's where the existence of insectivorous plants comes in. So we can understand what happens in an insectivorous plant. The leaf is modified in the form of a pitcher. Inside the pitcher, there are digestive juices or digestive enzymes. When an insect sits on the rim of the pitcher, it slips down. And when it wants to come out, it gets entangled in the air, in the hair that is present inside, and it is digested, it is broken down with the help of digestive juices, and the nutrients which are present inside the body of the insect is absorbed by the plant. And what is a pitcher? Basically, pitcher is nothing but a modified leaf. So this topic is clear to you. What happens in an insectivorous example? What is the example of an insect? It is the figure of a pitcher plant. Pitcher plant, Nepenthes. What is this pitcher? Pitcher is the modified leaf. Modified leaf. How is the lid formed? Lid is formed from the apex of the leaf. With a lid formed from the apex of the leaf. And what happens to the insect which comes inside this pitcher? The insect which happens to get inside the pitcher is digested with the help of digestive juices. And what is the need of digesting insects? The need is what is the need? To fulfill the needs of nitrogen Why there is need to fulfill the needs of nitrogen? As they grow in nutrient deficient soils. So today's we have learnt about two topics. One is parasitic nutrition, that is shown by Cuscuta, which does not have chlorophyll pigment. So to fulfill its needs of food, it has to develop haustoria to derive nutrition from a host plant. We have also studied about another set of plants which have chlorophyll, but still those plants have to depend upon insects because they are growing in nutrient deficient soils. To fulfill their needs for nitrogen, they have to feed on insects. I hope you have liked my session. If you have liked it, please press the like button and share it, subscribe it for more videos. Thank you.